You know what it is, G Money, Pacific Push, Taste Radio, Dash Radio, hottest in the beach, coldest in the streets, and goddamn who I got on my show today. I have the multi-talented Jack Thriller and Full Eyes.
Well, down with it.
What is good, man? Jack, man, it's good to see you, Jack.
Man, it's good to see you, man. What, do that name again of the show. That was so sophisticated.
Listen, Pacific Push, Jack, hottest in the beach, coldest in the streets, baby. We outside,
How
man.
you spell Pacific?
S-P-E. No, you know how niggas like specific.
Not specific.
P-A-C-I-F-I-C.
Okay. You in the ocean.
Yeah, we in the ocean, man. But right now, we're in Atlanta, and I'm sitting down with Jack Thriller, and Jack and I were talking. A couple years ago, I met Jack, and he was dropping a whole lot of game, man. We were pouring Ciroc, cracking jokes, and
And he tried to fight me.
no, I did not.
He tried to swing on me.
No, I
Reggie
did.
had to break the fight up.
No, I did not. No, I did not. No, I did not.
What happened?
Listen, Jack, first and foremost, Jack was there with a gun holster, and he was talking and dropping game.
Always.
Dropping game.
Always.
And honestly, a lot of the things that we were talking about, I started seeing and come to fruition. And long story short, right, to focus on the most positive part about it, the lesson learned was you got to listen more than you speak.
I remember all of this now. That's right. Cause hey man, you were just very excited, man, and you knew what you was talking about at the time. And I had been there before, and I knew you were young and you were still figuring things out and whatnot. And I'm glad you're here now. I'm glad you received it.
Listen, those nails are looking good the same way
You
they
see
did.
what yeah, it's a habit.
And the Lord is great because now in that time you've moved on, you've done some amazing things. At the time you were with This Is 50, you're part of the matter of fact, you've been having some show stealing appearances on Drink Champs.
Oh yeah, man. This
Yeah.
last one was kind of nuts.
Oh, so when you say last one,
Yeah.
you're talking about something that hasn't aired yet?
No, the one with me and Silk the Shocker was.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty nuts.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
On top of that, then Wildin' Out season 17's coming out.
Yeah.
Come on, what else is happening, Jack?
Hey man, first I gotta give a shout out to Kelly Jackson, man, because Kelly Jackson, get me on me going on tour with Martin. It started from her because I was going through a lot of different things when I was living in New York and whatnot. I had got a divorce, got evicted out of my apartment and whatnot. Not because I didn't have the money. These rent folks had took my money. I paid $8,000 up front, but it was a rent controlled apartment.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what that is, that's something like where your grandfathered into a place where you pay a certain type of rate for an apartment that the city can sell, or the the landlord can sell for 3 times the rent. Mm-hmm. And they were trying to get me out of there, and they did. And I was just out on my luck, and then I had no more money. And then Kelly, she talked to Sway, and they had gave me $5,000 at a comedy show one day and told me to get my life together. But I had to go on stage. Never had any stand-up stuff online before. Anything online before. And I ain't want to go on stage. I'm homeless. I'm not in a telling joke mood. And when I say homeless, I'm not in the shelter homeless. I'm not on the street homeless.
Just without permanent residence.
Yeah. I'm staying in some of the most luxurious guest rooms ever. You know what I'm saying? At my friend's house and whatnot. But you don't want to do that. You grown and you want to be on your own and shit, blah, blah, blah. But New York, everywhere you go, you're going to have to put down about $5,000 or something like that. First month, last month, whatever, and da-da-da. So anyway, I did this comedy show at Caroline's. It was a live broadcast that morning and ripped it, just talking about what was going on in my life. And I didn't know this shit was funny. It was hilarious. And, fast forward a couple of months later, I was opening up for Music Soul Child, which is a really good friend of mine. And he was like, I don't understand why you not bigger. Why you hadn't gone to the next level yet, man. You hilarious. He said, who's your manager? Who's your agent? I said, me. And he was like, hey, Norm, which is my manager now, you're going to be Jack's manager. And I was like, all right, whatever. I've had plenty of managers that ain't never did shit for me.
Right.
And so Norm, week 1 of him being my manager, he had got I got to shoot at ICM. ICM is big talent agency. They got Cat Williams, Lil Duval, all kind of folks and whatnot. And I couldn't believe that he got me with this agency and whatnot. And week 2, he said, "Hey, you about to go on tour with Martin Lawrence. Do you have any thing online that we can send ICM right now and whatnot?" And I was like, "Hold on, I did this show a couple of months ago with Sway in the Morning." And I sent them that link, and they were like, "Yo, we thought Jack was just the interview guy. We didn't know he was a comedian too." Mm-hmm. And they was like, "We finna show this to Martin, and if Martin like it, then you on tour with Martin. And you know, it's $10,000 a show, and you ain't got to do them but 10 minutes, and in front of 20,000 people." I said, "What? Get the fuck out of here!" So sent this shit to Martin. Martin loved it and whatnot, and he got me on this big tour. That I did like 3 shows with him. COVID set in, and you know that was the tour didn't stop because of COVID. But then now COVID is over. Well, it ain't over, but it's up, and you know I'm back on tour starting January with him.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah,
man.
and thanks to Kelly Jackson, goddamn it.
She's amazing. She's amazing. She's a blessing to everyone that's a part of what we do over here. So definitely, and you know, they say that there's a fine line between comedy and tragedy. So even during the hardest times, you got to find a way to smile, and were you able to put that inside your art? And you know, so like outside of like all the interviews that you were doing with This Is 50 and running around, you talking about you were broke, Jack. You had all the women jumping up and down.
No, I really was broke, but I had all the personality, and my broke ain't like the other people broke. Yeah, like if I got 10 grand, I'm broke.
Understood.
Yeah, if I got 10 grand, I'm broke. I'm not the type of broke where I don't have the type of money that people perceive that other people have that's flashing and all that. I'm not the dude that's gonna buy the bar out. I'm not the dude that's gonna just stunt and whatnot. I don't believe in none of that shit. Understood. I'm not the dude that go to the strip club and make it rain. It's gonna be partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain. It ain't gonna be raining. I go in there with a budget in the strip club. I'm gonna spend a hot $37. You know what I'm saying? And so if you call that tragedy or you call that comedy, yeah, it is. Let's go.
That's what I'm with. So 4 Eyes, you're over there. How did you and Jack end up linking up?
The nigga said a hot
$37.
Like,
hey, 4 Eyes, am I lying? We go to the strip club all the time.
We go to Peaches, we get the $5 dances and then get a couple drinks and then we be up out that thing.
Be up out that thing. Do you hear me? Queen City. Always call Peaches of Atlanta.
Yeah. I want to call it Queen City, but
okay. We go to the ones that like we go to the hoodest of hood strip clubs.
That's what I'm talking about.
And, the Flame too. You
Love
gotta
Flame.
Go to Flame.
Love the Flame.
Blue Flame?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Have you been, sir?
Yes indeed.
Hey, if you go to the strip club down here, you won't go when you get back to New York. When you walk in the door, they butt naked. Do you hear me? You can see they fallopian too, but it's not about that. What you were saying?
Damn. Well, 4 Eyes. How did you and Jack link up?
God is good than a mofo. The really, really first time, aside from me and Jack being on video sets, Move Bitch, various College Park production videos. What really did it was when he was a correspondent for This Is 50, and he had just did an interview on the late, great Grip Plies. And Grip Plies hit me up just during A3C, and he was like, yo, that boy Jack Thriller want to interview. And I was like, Jack Thriller? Because I'm still knowing him as Honey Buns, kind of. So
what is he? Does he make it masculine?
Okay.
Does he don't make it masculine. I was like, oh, yeah, Jack Thriller, cool. So Jack interviewed me, off Edgewood. And he was just doing what he normally do. He didn't troll me, but he asked a lot of good questions. I did some rapping. And then from there, Jack always been fucking with me because I was on Lou the first 2 albums. So I'm like, I see a lot of folks in Atlanta, in the city, but being I'm an introvert, I don't get out that much. So then Jack always been fucking with me. So then he was doing the 16 or better. He did it at
Uptown Comedy Club.
Yes, at the Comedy Club on Marietta before it got shut down. And Head Crack said, yo, man, Jack Thriller needs some rhymes. I was like, yo, I just remember Jack from X, Y, and Z. So I came up there, boom, boom, boom. So these are my 2 knowing, like, Jack Thriller, This Is 50, boom, we in there. Then Jack say, hey, man, I'm doing some pizza pusher stuff, man. I need some bars. I hook him up. He say, hey, man, or even before then, like, yo, I did an interview, I auditioned for Wild 'N Out, and I didn't know Jack was the one that put me on. So, like, Jack been looking out for me for a minute without even letting me know that he was looking out for me. Only to just get to this point where he was moving back to Atlanta. He knew he was finna be on Wild 'N Out. He was like, 4 Eyes, we need to do some music, man. Like, what's going on with your music? Almost the same way Music Soul Child was like, hey, man, why ain't you bigger? Jack was like, man, why ain't you bigger? And I was like, because I'm my own manager. I'm on my own agency. I'm on everything. And Jack was like, man, let's do some music. And from there, we just been knocking out songs, working on more visuals. And now with the 16 and Better platform, it just is more of the perfect opportunity for us to display the characteristics and qualities that we got at our disposal.
All right, so let's talk about the 16 and Better. For the fans and listeners that don't know what that's you coming together, what is 16 and Better?
16 and Better is a rap cipher and whatnot. It was inspired by the BET cipher that comes on the Hip Hop Awards and whatnot. It only comes one time a year, and you know you can only get on there if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody or somebody. Yeah, let me just say it like that. Yeah. That's how you get on. I'm glad Reggie had knocked his finger. He just woke me up. I was about to say something I haven't been saying. Yeah, you got to know somebody to get on that show. And this show right here, we opening it up to the world so everybody can get on this show. Of course, you want to pay to get on there. But yeah, it's a platform that we're building sets for. I got 3 different sets, and I got 4 amazing MCs that's gonna be hosting the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if Big Tigger was doing a cypher every week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you used to watch Rap City like that.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal. Like I said, 3 different sets. It's gonna take over, and I'm really excited about it. I partnered up with some really cool people, and it's gonna be magic. I'm real giddy. I can't wait to get back from Wild 'N Out and just really set into it the way I set into it when I was in New York and whatnot. And it was a hit up there. Like I said, you know, you have Young and Made that came out of there, man. Every battle rapper you didn't seen on Smack, they been on there. Rotimi, he been on there.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Loaded Lux, Eric Sermon. It's just a wonderful show. Wonderful show. And, you know, 4 Eyes here, man, to put them bars down for you.
Well, since we have you up here, can we get some of those bars before we get out of here? It's only right.
We definitely give you some classic bars, a little reminiscent reminder of what some folks might actually remember a player from, if I may be so kind.
Jack, how do you feel? 4 Eyes, can he
bless
us with some?
I feel very sexy.
4 Eyes, you have the floor, my brother.
These rap cats are soft like R&B singers. It's 4 Eyes, I worked for wings and chicken fingers. I rep Smoke Park, Chi-Town, get seen. I'm a dirty bird now cause I keep shit clean. And rip mean face niggas 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 cause I take them however they come. Instead of a gun, I pull out a stick from woodworking. The black hacksaw Jim Duggan, I stay lurking or creeping. I'm in the shadows, the nightshade. You want a tail in the back or a light fade? Cause Tony Scissorhands is the barber, the butcher. I kill you, smoke a blunt and forget where I put you. I'm super fly like Snooker. I smack hoes. The black rose with the does and the tack flows. I rock shack clothes when I alter beast. Power up, Pacific reps, we on the streets. Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Come
he
on,
put some
man.
Pacific in there and everything, man.
Come on, man.
I love it. I love it.
That's my friend.
Well, listen, man. It's a beautiful story, especially with everything that you have going on, Jack, and you're moving around in the media. 4 Eyes is with you.
Gracias.
You guys are shining. I'm looking forward to it.
We about to put out a project, Reckless Eyeballing, man. Coming soon. Coming soon.
Please send us some records, Jack. Please send us so we
100%.
can spin it, man. So we really appreciate you. But before we get out of here, can both of you gentlemen share your social media platforms and anything else you got going out, 4 Eyes?
I am 4 Eyes Raps, 4IZE Raps on Instagram and TikTok, or really just put 4IZE into any search engine, and I promise you a world of things will pop up for your easily listening and enjoyable entertainment services. And then ultrabeatsunited.com, that's where I got albums, that's where I got merchandise. Yeah, God is great.
All right.
All right, man. And like I said, I just got my Facebook back. You know, so it's Young Jack Thriller on Facebook, blue check, got 80,000 followers. I need you to get me to 100 for December. Let me see. I got at Jack Thriller on Instagram. And I look out for. I didn't talk about these podcasts I got coming up. It's me, Carl Payne, and Music Soul Child.
Yep.
We got a movie review podcast that we're doing because we're all big movie buffs and anime buffs.
Sweet.
Then I got this other podcast that I'm doing with Tyron Turner, which is Kane from Menace to Society, and Darius McQuarrie, which is Eddie Winslow, and it's called Scapegoat. And we just talking shit on there, having a good time. Then we got my homegirl Lily from SWV. It's called A Powder Room. It's her and two other ladies.
What type of powder room, Jack?
It's grown women shit. You know what I'm saying? They talking about menopause.
Okay.
They talking about, you know what I'm saying, being cougars, dating young men and all that other shit. And they all bad. They all sexy, grown ass women. And you know what I'm saying? And I love sexy, grown ass women. And yeah, I'm really excited about all that, man. And I really appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you let me put this on your platform right now. And shout out to Kelly and Reggie, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, inviting us up here. And yeah, I'm really happy. And make sure you watch me on Wild 'N Out. Yeah.
Well, he's looking good, man. Thank you again. I got Jack Thriller, the gospel sex symbol, 4 Eyes, G Money, Pacific Push. Jack, I love you, bro.
I love you back, man. That's what's up.
Let's do it, baby. All right, we out of here.